Good evening, Jaya Interviews readers. Hello, I'm Joanna Lo. How are you? Today I will talk to a brilliant Mexican Lebanese chef from Mexico City, Mexico, a globetrotter and the owner of Casa Kuri. Naguib Kuri, welcome. Hello.
Thank you, Joanna. Such a big pleasure to see you again.
It's the same for me, of course. So, my dear, how did COVID and quarantine change your way of thinking about your cuisine philosophy? And did it make you reorganize your new restaurant, Casa Kuri?
Okay, let's start for the first question. Well, my way to thinking about like the cuisine really changed because now I think people with this lockdown are really like limited of a new experience like traveling or etc. So in this sense, Casa Kuri it's really trying to get to your house with experience, with something that can transport you to, I don't know, for example, we do Lebanese cuisine. So for me, I want to transport to my clients maybe to a nice lunch with the family when everything was okay, with we had know that this lockdown and problems with COVID and other things like economy things. So I always think about food like an experience, but now it's more than experience for me. It's to bring to your house, to your home, a safe experience first. So that's a challenge as well. And your second question is, well, I reorganize everything
Yeah.
because I opened Casa Kuri of the middle of of the lockdown. So I reduced my team to less than the half,
Yeah.
and they understood because for example, now I don't need waiters, I don't need a hostess because there's no people to
And
come
you're doing food delivery, yes?
It's just delivering now in Mexico. It's some restaurants open, but of us we still like closed because things are not that okay, and for us it's better to delivering our experience.
Okay. And what is so special in Lebanese food that Mexican people like it so much? Maybe you can also recommend us some dishes from your menu.
Yeah, of course. I think there are many Lebanese and Arabic people in Mexico City, like for sure in Italy as well. And I think that make it really special because there is many of them, but there's not that many options. There, I think,
Okay.
few or a few options. So for me, that I really grew with this food because my mom is from Lebanon.
Yes, exactly,
She
because you
was
are, yes,
yeah, she was born
Mexican
in
Lebanese,
Tripoli.
yes.
Yeah, my father is from Mexico, my mom is from Lebanon. So I grew with that food. So I could say that Casa Kuri has like both like familiar and traditional flavors. Um, and last year I was with my family in Lebanon. And when I came back here to Mexico, I went to a restaurant, to a Lebanese restaurant, and I tried the food and I said, no, Najib, this is not really traditional. Mexico needs to try really traditional Lebanese food. So that's why I think about it and I opened Casa Kuri.
Yes, I think it's also original, I think.
Yes,
Well,
it's really original.
nobody speaks about, talks about Lebanese food, so it's quite curious. Okay, and I was wondering because I remember in Mexico when we met that
Yes.
your plate that you prepared in Tamayo restaurant in the museum, well, this particular philosophy of restaurant.
Yes.
The plates were delicious, really delicious, and you mix their Mexican food with European tastes like Italian. So I was wondering if you are going to open another restaurant and do the same, mixing the tastes, doing this kind of fusions, or maybe in the future your Casa Kuri will do that, will offer some mixed plates.
Yes, well, in this sense, I think it's quite different, Casa Curi from Restaurante Tamayo, because in Restaurante Tamayo it was Mexican food, like contemporary Mexican cuisine.
Yes.
So, for example, was I think the average of foreigners on that restaurant was maybe 60% foreigners. So if I want to introduce you of a new ingredient, for example, cuitlacoche, that is the fungus of the corn, it's not
Mhm.
that easy to you for foreigners if I just give you the fungus and eat it. So I try to fusion it, and I mix it with, for example, a risotto with cuitlacoche. So
Yeah.
and you know that I love your cuisine, Italy, and so it was easier. But with Casa Kuri is different. I want like for the Mexicans to try really Lebanese food, not mixing that is not traditional. So here I I will strict in a really traditional process, really traditional food. So I think that as well, this is like the secret of the success of Casa Kuri, because I'm reminded like from my grandma. So really, the ingredients, the recipe is really, really traditional. No mixing, nothing about it.
Okay, so no more. I not nothing. Just all your life you will continue with this Lebanese food, or maybe in the future. No.
No, for sure I will open another. I mean, now it's different the
Now
situation
is
of
this
I think worldwide.
chapter, and okay, and in
No,
the future we
now.
will see.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure, but for sure I will open a new Mexican cuisine like contemporary as well, because food it's always like changing. So I want to be always like like on top of all that. So for sure, maybe in a year, let's hope for that. Everything will get
Yes.
amazing. Okay, so for sure, yeah, I will. Casa Kuri was more than familiar, like something really in the deep in my heart. But my next restaurant for sure will be maybe Mexican with some fusion of international food.
Okay. Well, you told me already in our interview, and that you love and you know very well Italy and Italian cuisine. So I would like to ask you if you could just
Mhm.
tell us more about this Italian experience that you had, and tell us, I don't know, where did you learn your this taste, this cuisine, maybe something more about Italy, about this passion, please.
Yeah, well, I have to say that I have worked in many countries, in Spain, Ireland, Italy, Mexico, many cities. But I don't know, like I have a fascination about Italian cuisine, Italian food, Italian like people and history as well. So just the short story is I was living and working in Italy with an amazing, sorry, in Ireland with an amazing Italian chef, and he saw like my courage for and love for the Italian food. So he offered me to go to Rome for a few months, just 3 months. I lasted, and I took a course with him, like a really not a diploma, a course going to village and tasting and smelling and really being part of the real cuisine of Italy. I live in Rome, they're really near to the Vaticano, and for me it was such one of the best experience in my life because I think in Italy and in Rome when I was living. It's involved like history, cuisine, art, moda. So it's such an amazing experience, and for sure I want to go back.
I hope very soon. Of course, we will wait first when the
Yeah,
situation will, yes,
yeah, for sure.
solve out. Okay. But maybe okay. So you told me you love a little bit of everything of Italy. Um, I would like to ask you another thing. On your Instagram page, you define yourself as a conscious and eco-oriented restaurateur. So, what does it mean for you? And and do you also follow these eco rules in your private life?
Yes, well, thank you for asking that question because I think I care a lot about products, process involved of like the enterprises of restaurants. When it comes like to the world like of the social like responsibilities, some of the most interesting like spots was the restaurants because you can show to the people um, like how to make it in the right way for me, because I'm not saying that the others is the wrong way, but for me the right way is to be a chef, pioneering of food that is friendly with the environment, using like ethical and sustainable sources, clean energies, a low carb, the footprint. So yeah, I think I care a lot. During the last like the past 5 years, I have been very like interested in this like permaculture or organic food of sustainables or no GMO. So yeah, I use it in the restaurants. I think it's really nice to look after your clients as well, not just to sell whatever because it's cheap. I'm not saying in pasta, like pasta or something, just um, giving you something extra, like an extra mile to your clients, that I give you something full of nutrients, full of vitamins, full of many things, and I caring about my collaborators, fair trade. So I think it's a really big like many things that can involve like independent orchards or about transgenic or everything. So I really care about my professional and my real life, to say like so I really care. And I think if you care of that, you care of the world, and you care as well of the people who is trying to make a change, so you become a part of the change.
Oh, we hope so. This is very important issue
Yes.
for yes, for our future. Okay,
Yes.
maybe I can wish you something in particular. I don't know. There is something you wish you dream of now.
Well, first of the behaving of the world, that all the people, I think it's hard times for the world, but my wish is, yeah, to people get like and the world get together and stray together, and for me to keep showing like my gastronomy, making more than a gastronomy, making a team and fair trade for people. And I don't know, I have many many wishes in this year, but the main will be like world gets better, and people realize that we need to look after animals, we need to look after the environment, we need to look after like all the world. So I think that's my big wish.
Okay, dear. So I really thank you for this meeting, and I wish you what you said now, and we hope so that the world will be better in the future. Thank you, my dear readers, and see you next time. Goodbye.
Big
Thank you,
pleasure.
Naguib.